Today we're going to talk about the terrestrial planets. As you can see in this picture, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Alright, so just like I said, they are the four small, dense, rocky planets that orbit our sun, right here. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. They do all have something in common. They all have a crust, they all have a mantle, and they all have a core. That's one of the four features that they share. Something that's important to understand are distances for planets. And when we talk about distances, we are talking about from the sun. So we are measuring things in AUs, or astronomical units. And this is the distance from Earth to the sun is approximately 150 million kilometers. So let's talk about them. So the first planet up is Mercury. It is the closest planet to the sun. And over here we have a giant statistics table that has basic information of each of the planets you'll see throughout the video. Mercury is 0.39 AUs, so clearly it's closer than Earth is. It is 58 Earth days and 15.5 hours to equal one period of rotation. So that's how long one day is on the actual planet of Mercury. 58 Earth days and 15.5 hours. The period of revolution, which is the length it takes for the planet to go around the sun, is 88 days. And it does have, as you can see here, 0 satellites. Just to be clear, a satellite is the word for moon. All right, so Mercury is heavily cratered. As you can see in this picture right here, all of these are individual craters, and that's because different items hit the planet of Mercury. Most of Mercury is composed of volcanic rock, and it does have a very large, massive iron core. Because of the planet's slow period of rotation, it has very large temperature swings. So one period of rotation is approximately 59 Earth days. 29 of those days are going to be in sunlight, where it's incredibly hot, and 29 of those days are going to be in darkness. Basically, it depends on whether the planet is facing the sun on the front side or on the back side as to where you are or would, quote, be, because you can't actually inhabit this planet. Going back to the craters, Mercury has no atmosphere, and because of that, it allows for these craters to be created anytime something hits this planet, such as an asteroid. The second planet from the sun is Venus. Venus is known as Earth's twin, and it's because they're very similar in size, but that's about where the similarities end. For one thing, Venus rotates in retrograde, which means the planet actually spins clockwise. So most planets spin in prograde, meaning they spin counterclockwise, but this planet's unique in that it does not. And something else that's very unique for Venus is that rotation is longer than its revolution, meaning one day on Venus is longer than 1 year, the amount of time it takes for the planet to go around the sun. So looking at our statistics table, the period of rotation for one, quote, day is 243 Earth days. And again, it is spinning in the opposite direction of the other planets. Okay? The period of revolution, which is all the time it takes to go around the sun from one point to all the way around to that point again, 225 days. So notice the difference. This planet, just like Mercury, also has 0 satellites. A little bit more about Venus. So surface of Venus has craters just like Mercury, but it also has volcanoes. It's a very volcanically active planet. There are about 168 volcanoes that are bigger or larger than 100 kilometers in diameter. So that's pretty extensive. Venus also has some very unique atmospheric conditions. So Venus contains what almost gives it the specific color that it is of that red-orange, sulfuric acid, and that acid is found in clouds. Because of it, it has a very thick atmosphere, and it kind of acts like, say, a greenhouse. This planet's actually similar to Earth in that it does have the greenhouse effect. And basically what that means is once the heat from the sun comes in to the planet and hits like through their atmosphere, it gets trapped and it doesn't have a way to go out. So just like in a greenhouse, when the heat comes into the house, the heat stays warm and it stays warm in that greenhouse. That's the same thing that Venus does in having this thick atmosphere. So Venus has a constant temperature of 465 degrees Celsius, which is incredibly hot. All right, and it also has 90 times the amount of air pressure on Earth, so nothing will ever survive on Venus. The third planet from the sun is Earth. I hope you know that. It does have intelligent life. We have landed on the moon. We have several species on Earth, ranging from 5 to 30 million. Earth is special for 5 specific reasons. Number 1, it has oxygen, which allows people and humans to breathe. Number 2, it has liquid water, which is critical for survival. Number 3, matter is cycled between the environment and living things. This includes things like photosynthesis, the nitrogen cycle, etc. We do have moderate temperatures because we're not too close to the sun. We're not too far away from the sun. Therefore, we have habitable temperatures. And our surface is divided into tectonic plates. So, to be very specific, our period of rotation is 23 hours and 56 minutes, coming up 4 minutes short of the true 24-hour mark. The period of revolution is 365.25, or rounded up 0.3 days. That is added together every 4 years to give you that extra day of 366, which we would call leap year. And then we know we have one satellite, which is our moon. A few statistics on our moon here. Our moon was explored by the NASA Apollo astronauts between the years of 1969 and 1972. The gravity is about 1/6 of the gravity here on Earth. It does have that heavily cratered surface, similar even to Mercury, even in its picture because it's the same grayish color. But you can see the craters here because, again, no atmosphere means collisions happen. The dark areas on our moon are solidified lava, and the light areas are what are known as the lunar highlands. And then we know that our moon rotates and revolves at about the same speed, taking 27 days to complete the lunar calendar or the lunar cycle. And it keeps the same side of the moon facing Earth at all times. All right, the 4th planet from the sun and the final terrestrial planet is the planet Mars. Mars's surface is mostly volcanic rock. Many rocks and boulders are found on this planet. Mars is kind of small compared to planets like Earth. It has a very red soil, and that's due to the iron that we find in the soil. And basically, the iron, going back to things you may have learned in the past or you may learn in the future, iron's formed when things rust, and so it gives it that orangey color. There are lots of large volcanoes and canyons found on Mars, including the largest in the solar system, known as Olympus Mons, seen here. And then we have Valles Marineris, which is a valley. Looking at our statistics table, it takes approximately 24 hours and 37 minutes to rotate. So their day is very similar to the day here on Earth. And then the period of revolution is what would be equivalent of 1.88 Earth years. Now, the number of satellites is 2, and that means it has 2 moons. The atmosphere on Mars is there, but it's very thin, and most of it is made up of carbon dioxide. Another specific feature that's known to be on the planet of Mars is very strong winds. And because of those very strong winds, they have very large dust storms because of this rocky, dusty surface.